Hello mga ka-JTV. In this video lesson, we will discuss about angle of elevation and angle of depression. At the end of this video lesson, you are expected to define and illustrate angle of elevation and angle of depression. Huwag kalimutan mag-subscribe at pindutin na rin ang like button sa baba kung nakatulong itong video lesson sa'yo. So, let's begin. Let's consider this pictures tsaka itong mga statements na nasa box. So, let's imagine that you are on top of a mountain looking down in an overlooking city. How would you know the height of the mountain? So, possible kaya na mahanap natin tong height ng mountain? And another one is, if you flew a kite up in the sky, what would be its height? So, possible din kaya na mahanap natin itong height ng kite from the ground? So, possible yan gamit itong mga trigonometric ratios na napag-aralan natin. At the same time, itong pinag-aaralan natin ngayon na angle of elevation and angle of depression. So, dito sa video lesson na ito, hindi muna tayo magpo-focus doon sa solving. Ang gagawin lang natin dito is i-illustrate lang natin itong angle of elevation and angle of depression, and i-define din natin sila. So, doon sa mga susunod na mga video lesson natin, doon tayo mag-compute or mag-solve. Okay? Okay, define natin itong angle of elevation and angle of depression. So, let's consider this picture. So, meron tayong tinatawag na observer. Ito yung observer natin. At meron din tayong tinatawag na mga objects. So, itong object na to, itong eroplano, at itong aso dito. So, yan yung mga object natin. And ito yung observer. And then, meron tayong tinatawag na horizontal line. Ito yung straight line. Straight line na horizontal siya. Yan. And meron din tayong tinatawag na line of sight. So, line of sight is the line from the eyes of the observer to the object. So, ito yung observer natin, no? So, ito yung eye niya. And yung line of sight na tinatawag natin, ito yung line from the eye of the observer papunta doon sa object. So, ito, yan. Ito yung line of sight niya. And tumitingin siya dito sa eroplano. And at the same time, ito rin. So, line of sight din yan, nakatingin siya dito sa aso. Ngayon, ano ba yung ibig sabihin nitong angle of elevation at angle of depression? So, define natin sila. So, the angle of elevation is the angle between a horizontal line from the observer and the line of sight to an object that is above the horizontal line. So, it is an angle daw, no? Angle between a horizontal line at saka yung line doon sa observer. Yung line of sight niya. So, ito yung horizontal line natin, di ba? Tapos yung line of sight niya, tumingin siya sa taas, tinignan niya yung airplano, then may mabubuo tayong angle dito. Ang tawag natin dyan ay angle of elevation. Okay, so yan yung definition niya, di ba? Is the angle between a horizontal line from the observer and the line of sight to an object that is above the horizontal line. So, yan yung ibig sabihin ng angle of elevation. Ngayon naman itong angle of depression naman. So, the angle of depression is the angle between a horizontal line from the observer and the line of sight to an object that is below the horizontal line. Okay? So, dito, ito yung horizontal line natin at ito yung line of sight niya. So, tinitingnan niya dito, itong aso. Okay? So, yung mabubuong angle dito, ito yung tinatawag nating angle of depression. So, yan yung ano niya, no? Definition niya is the angle between a horizontal line from the observer and the line of sight to an object that is below the horizontal line. So, identify if the following scenarios represent angle of elevation and angle of depression. So, magbigay tayo ng mga example na na-apply itong angle of elevation and angle of depression. So, para mas maintindihan nyo. Okay, number 1, a bird is seen by the observer flying up in the sky. and the angle formed is 55 degrees. So what do you think? Ano kaya ito? Angle of elevation ba ito or angle of depression? So pwede nyo i-pause yung video and sagutan nyo. Okay? So yung answer natin dito is angle of elevation. Kasi yung observer natin, ito, di ba? Ito siya. Tapos nakatingin siya dito sa ibon, sa taas. So yung line of sight natin pataas, di ba? And obviously that is angle of elevation. Okay, horizontal line and nakatingin siya sa taas. Next is a fisherman saw a school of fish swimming just below his boat and the angle formed is 67 degrees. So kapag sinabi natin school of fish, ito yung grupo ng mga isda. So meron tayong fisherman, tapos nakatingin siya sa ilalim daw. So just below, sabi niya, below his boat, and the angle formed is 67 degrees. So ano kaya ito? Angle of elevation ba or angle of depression? So pwede nyo i-pause yung video, then sagot kayo. So yung answer natin dito ay angle of depression kasi nakatingin yung yung fisherman sa baba, di ba? So pababa yung niya, yung line of sight niya. Kaya angle of depression ito. Another example is the light from a lighthouse can be seen in the open sea as seen by the observers who went sailing their ships at night, and the angle formed is 48 degrees. So what do you think? Ano itong sagot dito? Angle of elevation ba o angle of depression? So you can pause the video then answer. So yung answer natin dito ay angle of elevation kasi yung mga observer natin ay nasa nandito sa ship. So titingin sila pataas, di ba? So kaya siya angle of elevation. And number 4, a tourist went on top of a mountain to see the scenery at the foot of the mountain, and the angle formed is 60 degrees. So what do you think? Angle of elevation ba o angle of depression? So you can pause the video and answer. The answer here is angle of depression. Kasi yung observer natin nasa taas siya and nakatingin siya sa baba. Okay, so yan yung angle of elevation and angle of depression. So magbibigay pa tayo ng other example. Mag-illustrate naman tayo ng problem. So let's identify the correct illustration of the given problem. Choose the correct answer. So dito, given yung problem, pipili tayo kung alin dito yung correct illustration nitong given problem natin. So hindi tayo mag-solve dito, no? So pipili lang tayo ng tamang illustration nitong problem na ito. Sa next video tayo magko-compute. Okay, so yung problem natin, a man flies a kite with a 50-foot string. The angle of elevation of the string is 55 degrees. How high off the ground is the kite? So again, hindi natin isosolve ito. Pipili lang tayo dito ng correct illustration nitong problem. So pili kayo, A ba o B? So pwede nyo i-pause yung video, then answer. So yung answer natin dito ay letter A. So angle of elevation. So ito yung horizontal line natin and ito yung line of sight natin. Nakatingin tayo sa taas. And ito yung magiging angle of elevation natin. Number 2, from the top of the tower, 35 meters high, a man is observing the base of a tree at an angle of depression measuring 30 degrees. Find the distance between the tree and the tower. So you can pause the video, then pili kayo ng answer dito, A ba o B. The correct answer is letter B. So, ayan, no, ito yung angle of depression natin. So ito yung horizontal line and yung diba, yung man nasa taas siya ng tower. So nakatingin siya sa dito sa dito sa base ng tree. So nakatingin siya pababa, diba? So yan yung horizontal line natin and yung line of sight natin pababa. Kaya ito yung magiging angle of depression natin. So, between the horizontal line and yung line of sight. Okay? So, hindi pwedeng ito yung angle, no? So, bigyan ko ng emphasis to. Hindi ito yung angle of depression. Ang angle of depression ay itong part na to. Number 3, the angle of elevation of the top of the building at a distance of 45 meters from its foot on a horizontal plane is found to be 65 degrees. Find height of the building. So, alin dito yung correct illustration nitong problem na ito. Pause the video, then answer. The correct answer is letter B. So, angle of elevation, ito yung horizontal line natin and nakatingin tayo sa taas ng building. So, this is angle of elevation. Number 4, Rose Ann is standing on top of a 47-foot building and sees her friend Diane. If Diane is 25 feet away from the base of the building, what is the angle of depression from Rose Ann to Diane? So, you can pause the video, then choose your answer. So, the correct answer is letter A. So, ito si Rose Ann, and sabi kasi dyan, angle of depression. So, ito yung horizontal line, and yung line of sight ni Rose Ann kay Diane, ito. So, mabubuo nating angle dyan ay, yan yung tinatawag nating angle of depression. Okay, hanggang dito na lang video lesson natin. Huwag ninyong kalimutan mag-subscribe at i-like na rin yung video. So, sa next video natin, computation tayo. Hanggang dito na lang. Paalam.